right, here we go, kicking out another brand new hour of the Steve Gruber Show live from Studio G and fighting for you from the foxhole of freedom. That's right. Warning, this is a trigger warning for you all. This can create extended periods of American pride just being here. You might think good about your country and about the future of this country. Good for you. Live in all 50 states and around the world. Let's do this. Here are three big things you need to know this hour. Number one, the investigation into the Mexican ship slamming into the Brooklyn Bridge is ongoing, but how does something like this happen? It's a great question. Number two, the one big beautiful bill may make it out of committee this week and make its way to the House floor for a vote. I'm not holding my breath, but we will see. And number three, the cover-up of the cover-up of the cover-up. Joe Biden is, in my estimation, suffering from terminal cancer. When they tell you he has a very aggressive form of prostate cancer that is metastasized to his bones, well, it's not hard to figure out. It's not that hard to figure out that they've been lying to us the whole time, now is it? And I'm sorry for the former president, his entire family. But it will not stop me from doing my job. It will not stop me from digging into the Her tape released over this weekend. It is damning. Not as much to Joe Biden, but to all the people around him who lied continuously about his condition. Oh, he's fine. He's fine. No, he's not fine. The tape confirms it all. Listen.
So during this time when you were living in Chambers Road and there were documents related to the Penn Biden Center or the Biden or the cancer moonshot or your book, where did you keep papers that related to those things that you were actively working on?
Well, I don't know. This is what, 2017, 18, that area?
Yes, sir.
Remember, in this time frame, my son is either been deployed or is dying. And so it was, and by the way, there were still a lot of people at the time when I got out of the Senate that were encouraging me to run in this period.
Yeah. Where did you keep your papers? I don't know. And then he just rambles around. The tape was dead. That's why the cancer diagnosis, which has been known for years, quite clearly, it's prostate cancer. He had the best medical team in the world from 2021 to 2025. If his PSA was elevated, everybody would know it. They reported here just shortly they had a polyp on his prostate, and then suddenly within a couple of days, he has aggressive cancer that's metastasized to his bones. This is not a new diagnosis. Take my word for it. They've known this for years. It was not a new diagnosis, just a newly released diagnosis. Okay, how do I know? Because they've all covered for him. And then here, we're going to continue with the Her tape. This is what they don't want us talking about. Joe Biden, then, as we continue on, Joe Biden forgets when his son Beau died, or when Donald Trump was elected president, or when he left the vice presidency. Listen to all of this.
I hadn't walked away from the idea that I might run for office again. So if I ran again, I'd be running for president. And so what was happening though, what month did Beau die? May 30th,
2015.
was it 2015 he had died?
Maybe 2015.
I think it's 2015.
I'm not sure the months are, but I think that was
Yeah.
That's right, Mr. President.
And what's happened in the meantime is that Trump gets elected in November of 2017? 2016. All right. So, why do I have 2017 here?
That's when you left office, January of 2017.
Yeah, okay.
It's absolutely sad, isn't it? He doesn't know when his son Beau died, which is 2015. Doesn't know when Donald Trump was elected. Of course, that was 2016. Doesn't know when he left the vice presidency. And yet all the people around him, oh, he's fine. He's got a photographic memory. He's the sharpest man in the world. He's intense. He's this. Nonsense. We all talked about it. I talked about it on this program for years. And a while back, maybe a year or more now, a caller to this program made it clear by what he had been seeing and what he had. He has Parkinson's disease, the caller did, and he believes that Joe Biden has a form of Parkinson's disease, the same as this gentleman's mother died from, because it's exactly the same symptoms. No tremors, although nicotine, I'm told, can control the tremors in great regard. But that notwithstanding, it didn't get any better from there, by the way. There was a 5-minute excerpt, just shy of that, released by the government of Joe Biden. And it didn't get any better from there on the tape. The train truly had left the tracks. Listen.
The genesis of the book and the title, Promise Me Dad, was I know you're all close with your sons and daughters, but Bo was like my right arm, and that was my left. These guys were a year and a day apart, and they could finish each other's sentences. And Bo, I used to go home on the train in the period that I was still in the Senate.
Anyway, he has no idea where he is. He has no idea what he's talking about. Remember, though, they all said old Dementia Joe was the guy you just heard there, who doesn't know when he was president, when he was vice president, when his son Bo died, when Donald Trump was, doesn't know anything. He was just fine. Listen.
Now, this age attack, this obsession by the right.
Joe Biden may not be able to speak for himself the way that he used to.
They want to think to take on government if we get out of line, which they're talking again about, and that's him lying around.
I think people should be speaking up for Joe Biden.
Americans and reporters in the media are just judging him by a physical appearance, and it's horribly unfair. Age is an asset.
He showed exactly how with it he is.
The flip side of this coin is that he has a tremendous amount of wisdom and experience.
Have you heard any concerns from anyone who has met with President Biden about him seeming a little slower?
No.
More wild speculation from a bunch of people who have probably never been in a room with Joe Biden and certainly don't have medical degrees that I'm aware of.
You don't get paid for performance to be president. The job is not a job of endurance. I don't see Donald Trump out bike riding like Joe Biden.
Stop. Liars. They were all liars. And they want this off the front page, which is why we got the cancer diagnosis. I'm not going to take any shots at Joe Biden. I wouldn't want anybody to face the diagnosis he faces. His time is short. Bank on it. I'll take a break on the Steve Gruber Show. Are you ready to...